Hi class, Mrs. Calvi here. I just wanted to go over a word problem for solving equations with variables on both sides. So here I have a word problem. It says Mary can buy a video game console for $72.45 and rent a game for $7.95 per week. Or she can rent a console and the same game for a total of $22.44 per week. How many weeks would Mary need to rent both the video game and the console to pay as much as she would if she had bought the console and rented the game instead? So we have two different options here. Mary has two different options. She can buy the video game console for the $72.45 and rent a game for $7.95 per week. That's one option. So let's go ahead and write that down first. So she has an option of the game rental of $7.95 per week plus the cost of the game, of the console itself, which was the $72.45. Okay. Now that's the first option. Her other option said she can rent the console and the same game for a total of $22.44 per week. So here that's all lumped together and that's a per week cost. So we would make this equation then equal to $22.44, and that would be W per week, right? All right, let me just rewrite this so it's not so squished in. I need to write tinier. So it was $7.95 per week plus the game of the console for her first option. And her second option was to pay $22.44 per week. Okay, so first option, $7.95 for the game per week plus the cost of the console. Or her second option is the console and the game total for $22.44 per week. So we're going to make these two options equal to each other. And then it's asking us to find out how many weeks Mary would need to rent both the video game and the console to pay as much as she would if she had bought the console and rented the game instead. So basically all we're doing now is solving this word problem. Okay, so now we're going to solve. I am going to bring over the 795W by subtracting. Oops. Okay. The 795s on the left cancel. Oh, I forgot to draw my lines that I always draw. Hold on. And we were subtracting. Okay, so these on the left cancel. We're left with $72.45 on the left side. Drop down our equal sign. We're going to take the $22.44 and subtract the $7.95, which gives us $14.49, and that's W. Now, in order to get our W by itself, we have to divide both sides by $14.49. The ones on the right cancel. We finally have our variable by itself. Then we're going to do the $72.45, and we are dividing that by $14.49. And that would give us, if we actually did the division, that would give us an answer of 5. So it was asking how many weeks would Mary need to rent both the video game and the console to pay as much as she would if she had bought the console and rented the game instead. So we got that it would take 5 weeks for the cost to equal the same, depending on which option she chose. All right. So if you just follow what the word problem is saying, knowing that these are solving equations with variables on both sides, and she was given two options, you know one side of the equation is going to be the first option, and the other side of the equation is going to be the second option. All right, that is all for now, and I will talk to you soon.